Welcome to a new Shadow Sister healing video. In my videos, I let your shadow meet your light so you can be whole again. And in tonight's reading, I will be using my brand new crime and shadow tarot deck that I have created. Just very simple, fast, directly to displaying cards. And I have created this for all of us who walk the path of inner investigator and the path of truth and the path of Shadow Sister healing. That you are here wanting to look deeper a little bit what is inside of us. This investigation is most likely shadow work and all this indeed. We are exploring human motives, internal conflicts, shadow behaviors, cycles of harm, the detective within, the suspect within, and the victim witness parts of our psyche. And also, of course, I have the Goethe Faust. Why I'm thinking about this crime and shadow is the chapter where happens something about crime now. So in the story, Gretchen represents innocence and the Faust represents temptation. Mephistopheles, the devil, represents the shadow whisperer. And Gretchen's brother, that we meet in these chapters today, represents the part of us that tries to protect us, even when we are enchanted by what may harm us. Gretchen's brother Valentine's death is symbolic. It represents what inside us gets injured when we love from wounds instead of power. So I thought this is a really great thing. So I created a tarot spread also that I'm going to use. It has 7 cards. Let me get it ready. But anyway, we have all these piles to introduce. Indeed, the card deck is here. The crime and shadow deck of Paris is here. And then the pile number 1, you can choose this. Crime and shadow reading. There is a throat chakra, lapis lazuli, and there is this kind of mannequin pea card, 2 of wands, and the bottom of the deck is the star card as a shadow aspect of your reading. So these are the selection point. Then pile number 2 is this kind of Goethe Faust drawing. Again, I didn't draw new ones. I took from the last already what I've designed randomly. And then pile number 2's mannequin pea is this archer, 4 of pentacle. And then you have my special choker crystal from Romania, labradorite, and this is my own Shadow Sister healing tarot deck. And bottom of the deck is my Cinderella card. No matter how hard is grieving, if you keep on believing, the dream that you wish will come true. Cinderella. And then pile number 3 is this kind of image. The mannequin pea is this billiard player. Solar plexus chakra, yellow aventurine, and the shadow aspect of your reading is the Hierophant. This is a divine comedy deck. So this is the way you can choose your deck. And what else I can say? I have here some oracle cards. I have 1 oracle card that I took as a wild card based on this chakra crystal. So I had piles ready on my table, and then all different piles got then 1 different oracle deck. So they have a little bit different energy also in this sense. So I think I start doing this crime and shadow reading. I can hear music from outside. Yes, let me get ready and we start. Welcome to your reading, pile number 1. You have selected this image of a dog that is howling inside a house. The fire is burning. The magician has the book on the table. And anyway, it's interesting that there is even the star here, and your shadow aspect you're reading is the star card. So kind of the star is showing into the house of this person. I'm going to talk more about anything else, but now I read the Goethe Faust story. So, night, the street outside Gretchen's door. Valentine, a soldier, Gretchen's brother. I used to drink with the other chaps. That's when one likes to boast. Perhaps they would start to sing their girlfriend's praises. All lovely girls, like a ring of roses. And round the full toast went. I would sit there calm and confident, with my elbows on the tabletop. Sit there and stroke my beard meanwhile. Wait for the blathering to stop. Then fill my glass, and with a smile I would say, all honor where honor's due. But in this whole land is there one girl who can compare with Meg, my sister so sweet, one worthy to fasten the shoes to her feet. Then clink the toasts went round again, and some of the fellows exclaimed, he's right, she's the pride of her sex, she's the heart's delight. And the boasters and praisers sat silent then. And now, what now? Shall I tear my hair? Shall I run up the walls? I could despair. Every one of those blackguards now is free to sneer and wrinkle his nose at me. I must sweat like a debtor who can't pay. At each chance remark that drops my way. Oh yes, I could knock out their brains, but why? I still couldn't tell them they are telling a lie. Who's there? Who's sneaking to her door? There are two of them, if I know the score. If it's him, I'll take him while I can. He'll not leave here a living man. So there is the fact that the Valentine brother now knows that Gretchen is secretly meeting this Faust, and even the devil. Enter Faust and Mephistopheles. Faust, look through the window of the sacristy. The sanctuary lamp gleams up and glows. Yet to each side how dim, how weak it shows. As darkness clusters round it, so in me night falls and thickens in my heart. Mephistopheles. Well, I could act a tomcat's part, slinking the streets to find a way up to the rooftops where I will play. I feel a healthy appetite for some thieving, some lechery tonight. Walburgis night of the wild witching is coming soon. Already I'm twitching with expectation. Just you wait, one doesn't sleep through that fine date. Faust, is that your period gold that's rising now? Back there, it blooms, it shines at us somehow. Mephistopheles, quite so. You soon will have the pleasure of lifting out the pot of treasure. I took a squint into it too. Fine silver coins I've raised for you. Faust. Was there no jewelry you could find? My mistress loves those golden toys. Mephistopheles. I did see something of the kind. A necklace, pearls that are her eyes. Faust. That's good. It makes me sad to go without a gift to her, you know. Mephistopheles. Come now, you should get used to ladies. Sometimes one enjoys their favorite gratis. But look, the stars are in the sky, and being a gifted artist, I will now sing her a moral song to confuse her sense of right and wrong. He sings, accompanying himself on a sitar. This is Mephistopheles singing. Who stands before? I'm a bit sick, so I cannot start singing, but I'm reading it. Who stands before her sweetheart's door? Once more, with early morning starting. Poor Kate, beware, you will enter there. A maid so fair, no maid you'll be departing. Men must have fun, but when it's done, they'll up and run. They are thieves, why should they linger? Poor darlings all, beware you fall. Do nothing at all till you got the ring on your finger. Valentine. Who are you serenading here, damned rat catcher? The devil take your cigar first. God's blood, I'll make him take the singer next. Do you hear? Mephistopheles, the instruments right off, I'm afraid. Valentine, no draw, and there'll be corpses made. Mephistopheles, doctor, don't back away. Now quick, keep close to me. Move as I do, come on. Out with your tickle stick. Now lunge, I'll parry him for you. Valentine, well, parry this one. Mephistopheles, certainly. Valentine, and that. Mephistopheles, why not? Valentine, the devil it must be. But fencing this, I think my hand's gone lame. Mephistopheles to Faust, strike now. Valentine falling, oh God. Mephistopheles, now the poor lout is tame. But now let's go, we must get out of here. They will start a hue and cry and all that chatter. The police I can deal with, but I fear the high asses is quite another matter. So there was it, that they killed the brother. So we got immediately a murder scene here. My voice, I hope it lasts. So let's see what's coming in this reading. We have here planet, Neptune, smoke and mirrors usually, spiritual, the idealization of mental confusion regarding and physical sacrifice. Neptune is this kind of god of water, like ruler of Pisces. So there's all this kind of ruler of the dreams. And it's here. So there is some kind of like something in this crime reading now is smoke and mirrors. There's Neptune king around, but of course it can be very emotional. Neptune is usually connected to King of Cups, so it can be really like a loving king as well. And it could indicate even, we will see, but it could indicate even the Valentine that could see through the smoke and mirrors, attack those suitors that were on his sister's door. And those times it's not good. Okay, before I go anywhere else, I will show you. This is now the devil of this reading. And I took some notes about this, like how to look this devil now. So when a devil in the Faust do this kind of bargain, what the temptation or illusion is stealing your power because of this devil. And this is a two of wands. A traveler making plans of travel or traveling around. Kind of like the Faust and devil, they are also kind of like a quick in their moves. So this is Mannequin piece of, what is it? Guild of St. Lucas. But the question is about this devil. What temptation or illusion is stealing your power? And what I am tempted by. And what this temptation cost me. And what truth does it distort? And what fear does it hide? And what was the other question still? What must end? What must begin? And what part of me rises from this? So these are kind of journal prompts that you can do with this devil. This is now two of wands. Somebody who make travel plans and who would like to go maybe some faraway lands. That's the devil here now initially. And kind of like when we have the Neptune here and we have the star card on the bottom of your reading is like, that's also dreaming and healing power. So dreaming is connected to Neptune. So I guess you just have a lot of wild dreams. There's something about that. Maybe untamed dreams. I'm going to use this deck. But I have here now this crime deck. And actually before this reading, I didn't decide very clearly what to do with that deck. So actually now I realize that I'm going to use this deck now for these questions. I'm going to help you. throat chakra tells me that things need to be expressed. So exactly these questions, let's do them with this crime deck. So what temptation or illusion is stealing your power? Let's have a little conversation about that. Devil first. Then what I'm tempted by. What this temptation cost me. What truth does it distort? What fear does it hide? It's a lot of question, but I want to do this. Let's just say like, what must end? What must ends, and this kind of all cards is about this. What must end? Must begin. Okay, no. End. Okay, this is a bit long. Begin, and then the last was what part of me arises from this. Okay, this becomes a long reading, but I really want to see this. So, first question. The devil's bargain, what temptation or illusion is stealing your power? The same. Oh my god. Same exact card. What a synchronicity. It came to show that this is really the devil in your reading. It's the node I have written also here, because if you do a murder investigation, you can see somebody is like a node connecting the others. And then you see the patterns of everybody else when you follow the node. But this is like an innocent traveler that connects the other suspects. And it's on the radar. Moving between places. Messenger. Okay. Put also weekday, Tuesday. But anyway, the same card. So this is clearly the devil. Because this is like a devil position already. Same. How cool is to see the same? Okay, then. And this is the illusion of temptation is those travel things that you travel around. That is something devilish. There is something about those troubles. Okay. Then what I'm tempted by. Okay. This detective is here. Detective with open mind, the high initiative high priestess. So it just tells like you are tempted by to know a lot. You wanna really like be psychic and know a lot. Like I'm immersive, like very curious person. You are also here like this kind of detective with open mind. You're open to see what's happening. You're really curious. But the high priestess is usually very deep. It's going quite deep to know things. So maybe a little bit like you are really like a nosy, a little bit. So tempted by like looking a little bit those hidden rooms or places that you don't see, then you do it with your mind like you could do this kind of remote control. And then what does this temptation cost me? Okay, community. Your shadow joins with others, wounds and fears, feeding, chain reaction, projection mirroring, group patterns. Okay, indeed. We are all curious here. We all want to know. So I'm like just feeding this to you. I don't think this is anything bad, actually. Next, what truth does it distort? A group organization crime scene. interesting. There is, it's almost like this kind of travels you do with this kind of club. I have one friend who knows if you're looking this reading, but I'm not gonna say your name, but that your grandma travels always to this kind of caravan travelers who go to different places with caravans, and you might be part of some club or organization, and you are just traveling because you are part of this group, and you're just doing what everybody else do. So you're like, oh, let's go to see the next concert. Let's do, like, this is all happening in this community. So there is some kind of concert, or there's like an event, or you're just like following the crowd. And that's the truth. You like this kind of organization and club. What fear does it hide? Inner critic suspect. So interesting. This is the next from this. So this is like you are possibly fearing that it costs you too much because this is also like a kind of like you Six of Pentacles is like you can get a lot money, or you have funds. You're getting abundant. You can afford to go around. You can afford to travel, but then your inner critic steps in and is like, okay, oh no, this costs too much. Like, why did I have to travel there and do this? Really, we get clearance of this, what this devil's life cost now. And then what must end? What must end? Maybe I only in this pile I do this. Anyway, you see my new deck. Okay, so the shadow peak moments when there is like a dark night of the soul, feeling of betrayed, and a blood moon is rising, and a knife in the back, and a pain body reacts. This has to end. Yes. If you are woman, once in a month you have this kind of moment when you are like your pain body, for sure. So you should never travel those days, I guess, or when you're sick like me. I'm sick now. Not the best idea. So that pain can put limits and make everything harder. Like, it's not fun to travel when you feel pain. And then what must begin? Four of Cups, the Thief of Time, procrastination, dissociation, criminal archetype, I waste your time. So this should begin now to not waste time, to leave this procrastination, to really open your heart, because this is also card of fate. I think I will write this. This positive thing about this is also fate. Four of Cups. So it is like the rose that grows from the soil, and it takes time, and it feels like you don't see the rose, you don't have the rose, nothing you got in your hands, but the rose is coming. You just have to have faith. And I guess you have to begin to have just more faith and stop thinking this, I waste my time. Anyway, then, and what part rises from this? Almost like this rose is rising, but wow. This is King of Swords, can be a positive one. In this deck is a lot of negative stuff. It's a criminal archetype of flattery and charm and manipulator and all this kind of thing. Controlling, interrogator, harsh self. My mind is a weapon. Wisdom. So, but this is maybe what rises from this. King is anyway mastery. I don't know if I wrote here the truth. I guess I wrote somewhere like positive stuff too. Knowledge. Authenticity. Yes. The positive thing, because this is now coming as positive, is authenticity and truth. So whatever you are, like following a group, you're doing what everybody else is doing. You're going to concerts, what they're doing. You're going to an event that they're doing. You are coming out of this, whatever devil is capturing you, that you find your authentic truth. You see the world. You start to understand what place is for you. So you just have to have more faith and not worry about money, I guess. So it's an interesting part that there's this kind of leader is rising from here. But negatively can become a little bit like controlling person. Maybe you really want to always know how it goes, the trouble, and then it's like when it doesn't go with the plan, it's like, oh no, things are now like you don't like it. But anyway, this is also crystal to communicate, open the throat chakra. So you should be just like a speaker. This is really like a speaker type, like a charming person who has authenticity and inner truth. So it's just you can get just more confident traveling around like this. You just get more confident. Interesting part is just this, that you are not, I think it comes out like this. There's some temptation to travel, to see the world, but as there's this node, an innocent traveler, that connects the others under the radar, you are not known yet, but you are becoming more known. So it's kind of like you should understand, like it's good to travel, open mind and everything when you are like you don't have so many obligations yet. You are part of the group. You're not yet the coach or the leader. Like I'm following this kind of course of conscious coach course. This could be that you are following all these kind of events and going around to listen this stuff, and then you rise up to be this kind of conscious coach, and then all the people travels to you, and then suddenly it's like you are in the center of attention. Now you are like under the radar. But there might be some idealization of some other people going on now. Like somebody else is bigger than you or more important or something like this. Anyway, let's see. Interesting that I took just these cards like this. I think I put them all away now. Let's just leave it like this. This what you're becoming. There's this Neptune. There is this. Now I have to go to this actual crime reading with your own deck. We are already busy a long time, but I just want to use my own deck, this new one. So now we are identifying this shadow. We are talking about this looks like. Oh, where went the mannequin be now? I don't want to lose that. Cool was that it came also there. Maybe it's so meaningful that we have to leave that card indeed. It was the first one that came. So we have like a crime situation here, shadow crime. And we are identifying now the shadow, like we were identifying this devil, almost like the same. This first thing is kind of the same. We just went a bit deeper with the devil. So again, what temptation is at play? What internal crime or betrayal is occurring? What fear is being hidden? And now it's just with one card. So then I'm gonna show you the. Okay, so this is the crime scene. So this is investigate scene. 3 cards. Crime scene. What situation created this shadow dynamic? The motive. Why is this pattern happening? 3. The evidence. Why signs have been overlooked. Let's have this now here. You have all this visible on the table. And next. So we have here now identify the suspect. are not people. These are forces of inner parts. Can be inner child, inner critic, saboteur, addictive pattern, or old trauma, but we are seeing a card for it. Let's see. Then we see next the detective insight. A card symbolizing what you need to understand to solve this symbolic crime. And this is now the last one, the resolution on justice, a card showing the lesson, the release, the way forward. Looks like 2 cards is coming here. Okay. So the devil is now Queen of Cups. Heartfelt Queen is coming as a devil. Temptation is at play. It's at play. Being vulnerable. That's the fear, to be how vulnerable you can be. Queen of Cups is usually very intuitive, but also vulnerable, like able to express from the heart. Something that maybe it's hard for you to really show your heart. Indeed, if you want to be this kind of speaker, you should learn to speak from the heart. This is the chakra, throat chakra is higher from the heart chakra. You should already master the healing here is that you should master all the chakras below. So in order to speak your truth, it's also like you should speak from the heart. You should be stable enough, like a root chakra. Sacral chakra, you should be in your creative sexual powers, like you enjoy what you're doing. Solar plexus, you should, or you can be totally empowered, like you know what you want to do and you have willpower to do it. Then there is a heart chakra. You start manifesting things. You're really authentic self and not fake, but the true lover. Then you start speaking and expressing yourself. That's very healing. So something about this heartfelt queen. In my crime deck, maybe I show this card. It's a very beautiful card because it's one of those innocent cards like Gretchen. It's innocent Queen of Hearts. Often ending with the victim. And yeah, healing heart. There's some healing heart here needed. Temptation at play is something like a broken heart. Yes, broken heart case here. We have a crime case of a broken heart. It's like out of all things that broke and was like possible even stolen is the heart. The heart is stolen. The queen has taken it. Okay, and then the crime scene, what situation created this shadow dynamic? Okay, 8 of Cups. This is usually spiritual journey. You've been looking for love. You've been praying for some queen to come in your life, man or woman, but this is a spiritual journey. You're usually Moses going to desert for 40 days, looking for answers, letting go the material world. And the motive, why is this pattern happening? Okay, world. I guess this traveler thing tells that spiritual journey is maybe even been for you that you've been in many places in the world. The world here is such a completion card. Like often if you do healing work, it's like ending a cycle, but that is the motive. You need to end some cycle. But how beautiful is this? Not every card has an oval, but these two, this is a major arcana card, 21, and this is of course Queen of Cups is a switch, but they are both ovals. So it's almost like, why is this pattern happening? The ovals are like finding the way to each other. There's really this meetup of the ovals. Now I start to think this is totally like Harry Potter stuff, but anyway, like this is totally aligned. the family of the owls, but this Papa Owl has seen a bit more. The Mama Owl is more like a psychic. Papa Owl is more into maps and indeed traveling. And the evidence, what signs have been overlooked. Five of Pentacles. Okay, so this is usually, you shouldn't focus on your weakness but your strengths, but this is what signs have been overlooked. You're focusing on the material world while you have a lot of spiritual wealth. While you're on the spiritual journey, you should recognize how much spiritual wealth is knowledge. You know some books and like a wisdom and everything. That's the spiritual knowledge. And that's spiritual wealth. And that is hidden here. The material might be not going so well, but then you look, there's light in the church window and there's this kind of community waiting for you. But it's overlooked, that part. Okay, then identify suspect. These are not people, these are forces or inner parts, and now this is the, could be inner child, inner critic, saboteur, addictive pattern, or trauma. What is this? Seven of Cups. Okay, so is dreams. If we started with this kind of bottom of the deck was a star card, the major arcana card of dreams and healing. There are really these themes of healing here too, but now your suspect is really some kind of dreamer. Dreams come from the heart again, so it's very aligned to this kind of things that I see here. It's a big dream because the world is here also. Then the detective insight, a card symbolizing what you need to understand to solve this symbolic crime. Yeah, is this. Sorry. Okay, Six of Wands. This is a victory card. This hero coming home. There's all this traveling thing going on. This is really like this Harry Potter world where there's a lot of wisdom and all the books are open. Some kind of journey of reading books and getting spiritual and starting to feel in the heart and be authentic, true to yourself. And then last is the resolution of justice, a card showing the lesson, the release, the way forward. We have two. Ten of Swords and Eight of Swords. Wow, these are hard cards in the end. A lot of pain. There's a lesson of somebody stabbing you in the back or hurting you. Or we've started this kind of crime investigation. Somebody has hurt your heart. So there's a lot of knives that has hurt you. There's a lot of baggage, lot of stuff here. You have to release all these swords. You have to kind of cure all this pain. There's like in total, if this is 10 and this is 8, it's like 18 swords. That would be completely this kind of victim moment. They are both victim moment. One could be even dying, but it's just a huge amount of pain. Let me see what I wrote here in these cards, because this is like a blood moon, shadow peak, dark night. I think it came in the same position here also for you. I already took the cards away. You can look from the repeat, but seven kind of card came the same point. So the shadow peak is the resolution. Like you have to recognize when you are in your pain body, and you just have to like release this thing. Like, yeah, the trust is stolen. You feel betrayed. You have a knife in the back, and the pain body reacts. And that's a justice. You have to understand that, like how you get in, not in this kind of stable feeling healing energies. You get to this pain. This pain is what you need to release. You need to work on this pain. That you need to realize when you are in this kind of pain body, you're more reactive. And you feel betrayed. And you feel like the trust is stolen. You cannot trust. And trust is one of the main block of love. So indeed, it's hard for this queen to love when there's no, all this thing has happened. There's also another one. 8 of Swords. So very bad card. You just have to work on that. Maybe this has been a little like escaping even. Because we are talking about like a crime and shadows. Avoiding this pain. You have to eventually come to this, understand the lesson of the pain, understand to release it, and the way forward. Become stronger. This didn't kill you. So we have, where is the 8? Where is my 8? Here. Locked door, evidence and tool, block truth, yes. So some closed door. Okay. It's so simple when you think about it. We started from this kind of crime scene, identifying the shadow, and it is the heart that is blocked of this Queen of Sword, Queen of Heart. So it's like a locked door, and all this thing has like made because the truth is blocked. There's been lies. This is completely aligned. This thing. There's been too many lies. That has injured the heart. Lies. Sadly, once in a Paris. A lot of lies. Okay. Neptune is also same kind of energy, smoke and mirrors. But I have here positive things. I have here 2 oracle cards. First one, you got a little bit more darkish. This Morrigan deck. And here we have 10 Juju line. It's also very much aligned to this kind of painful moment that somebody get hurt. So maybe we get a little bit advice with that. This became a very long reading because I did even the previous thing. Maybe in the next one I don't take that one spread twice. Kind of. So advice for you, pile number 1 is sometimes we are stubborn and refuse to change our course of action even when there are other options. We refuse to see the truth even when it's placed before us. We see changing our minds as weakness rather than wisdom. Sometimes we trick ourselves into thinking we have no choice. Our own stubbornness hinders us. When this card appears, it is a warning. Look at the bigger picture. There may be information you are missing about the situation. This card also represents regrets for actions taken in the past. What can you learn from the mistakes in the past in order to avoid them in the future? Yeah, this is something you should integrate. What are those victim stories? Hurt, pain, body moments that maybe you reacted? How do your regrets shape your actions? What path are you stuck on? There is more than one way to accomplish your goals. If you continue without changing course, there will be roadblocks and painful consequences. This is all talking about like a travel and the road and the roadblocks. Yeah, you have to address that kind of hurt and pain, for sure. Now we got this a little bit more positive. This is a new deck. I'm going to show this Archangel Fire Rocker because happy birthday to all Sagittarius. This is Sagittarius season starting, so I bring the angels. we have here 29 Selatiel, like a Tibetan monk. The spiritual journey is very evident even in here. I'm so glad to see these things aligned like this. This is very aligned. And there is like, when I talk about smoke and mirrors, there is this kind of mirror smoke, but there's coming a heart, very positive. So that's a beautiful message. It's Celestial devotion. Your whole existence is sacred. Let your heart lead you. Devotion comes in many different shapes and forms. Even walking barefoot on the grass can be a form of a prayer. And I think I don't have to. Maybe I read a longer one now. Selatiel is the angel of contemplation and devotion. His name means prayer of God, and he is known as the intercessor, illustrated in this oracle card as a peace-loving Tibetan monk. This archangel is a special guardian to those who have been ordained or who are qualified as spiritual teachers. This gentle being comes to teach us about the importance of prayer. Selatiel shows us how to see every aspect of our lives as sacred and worthy of devotion. Even the most mundane, everyday activities can be embraced as a form of devotion or in a sacred ritual. He assists with bringing us more easily into meditative state and can show you how to still your mind so you can tap into the quiet voice of your true guidance. He can also enhance your concentration levels and help you to avoid distractions. Selatiel is often depicted with an expression of sincere humility on his face, with downcast eyes and his arms gently folded over his chest, like the image in his oracle card. He is shown to be swinging an incense burner or censer, the smoke of which carries our prayers more quickly to heaven. An angel of mindfulness, he shows us how to live without unhealthy attachment, keeps us centered in the now moment, and helps us to trust that our prayers are being answered, perhaps just not always in the way we might expect. Selatiel reminds us that everyone's path is unique. Don't follow the herd. Be devoted to you. Wow, this was really binding all together, this reading. That there was this following the crowd in the first devil card was like following the crowd. And this says Selatiel reminds us that everyone's path is unique. And authenticity was also the higher form of like integration. And then don't follow the herd. Be devoted to you. So who you are is important. Everybody else is taken. You got your message. That's important too. You should not copy anybody or try to be somebody else. Okay, my voice is really bad. I'm still gonna give you rune from here, which is prosperity. And I'm gonna give you current feelings of a person, and then we call this first reading ending. So we have here. Okay, there's enough. Yes. So the solar plexus chakra, what a balanced solar plexus chakra looks like. It's also your personal power. I think it's reminding here, like there is all those elements below the throat chakra. You have to remember the heart, and you have to heal the heart because maybe it's blocked. Then you cannot really speak from your heart. But also the solar plexus, that you have a willpower to stand and shine your light. So what is that when it's balanced? Your body and mind are connected and aligned. Your thoughts materialize. You prioritize your health and inner peace over superficial interests. You feel confident and secure of yourself. You have the willpower to do or change anything in your life. You have goals and plans to achieve them. And you love and accept yourself. So really coming back to this self-acceptance, but this is a current feelings aversion. I want that you are like this kind of happy guru. Then we have here very compatible, so they feel that you're very compatible. I found my heart, follow my heart. It's very happy heart. So you, Abracadabra by Lady Gaga. Pay the toll to the angels, drawn circles in the clouds. Keep your mind on the distance when the devil turns around. Yes, wow. Really, this monk has to just keep mind on the distance. Be let's say like nonchalant about some devilish things that trigger you. We have here Oracle of Love, wanting to know what is going to happen, wanting to feel secure, missing you, wanting to be close, scared of losing you. Then we have Boundaries reveal. It's 2 times. Boundaries reveal intentions. Emotionally unavailable people disappear when you hold standards. Not because you did something wrong, but because they were never willing to meet you. Let them go. Boundaries reveal intentions. It's good to have standards. I think those are all these kind of leadership qualities that it's now asked to see yourself as like a spiritual leader, even this kind of conscious coach. This is so amazing that I'm even following this kind of course, and this shows up. So it's all about this kind of becoming this kind of conscious coach. Cool. So this was your reading. I'm going to prepare now the pile number 2. Welcome to your reading, pile number 2. You have selected this card. And let's read Goethe Faust forward. So this was the same chapter when they have killed now the brother of Gretchen, Goethe and Faust and Mephistopheles, and exit the Mephistopheles exit with Faust. Then Martha at her window. Come out, Gretchen at her window, their neighbors. Please fetch a light, Martha, they are cursing and shouting. There's a fight. The crowd gathering. There's someone's dead. There's one. Martha coming out of her house. Where did the murderers run? Gretchen coming out of her house. Who's laying here? The crowd. Your mother's son. Gretchen, oh God in heaven. What have they done? Valentine, I'm dying. It's a thing soon said, and even sooner the thing's real. You womenfolk, why weep and wail? Just hear me speak before I'm dead. They all gather round him. Meg, listen, you are still a poor young chit. You've not got the hang of it. You're bungling things, would you see? Just let me tell you in confidence, since you're a whore now, have some sense and do it properly. Gretchen, my brother God, what do you mean? Valentine, leave God out of this little scene. What's done is done, I'm sorry to say, and things must go their usual way. You started in secret with one man, soon others will come where he began, and when 1,000 have joined the queue, the whole town will be having you. Let me tell you about this grace. It enters the world as a secret shame, born in the dark without a name, with the hood of night about its face. It's something that you will long to kill, but as it grows, it makes its way even into the light of day. It's bigger, but it's ugly still. The filthier its face has grown, the more it must be seen and shown. There will come a time, and this I know, all decent folk will abhor you so. You slut, that like a plague-infected corpse you will be shunned, you will be rejected. They will look at you and your heart will quill, their eyes will all tell the same tale. You will have no gold chains or jewelry then, Never stand in church by the altar again. Never have any pretty lace to wear. At the dance, for you will not be dancing there. Into some dark corner may you creep, among beggars and cripples to hide and weep. And let God forgive you as he may, but on earth be cursed till your dying day. Martha, commend your soul to God's mercy too. Will you die with blasphemy on you? Valentine, vile hag, vile bawd, if I could take you by the skinny throat and shake the life out of you, that alone for all my sins it would be atone. Gretchen, oh brother, how can I bear it? How? Valentine, I tell you, tears won't mend things now. When you and your honor came to part, that's when you stabbed me to heart. I'll meet my maker presently. As the soldier I'm still proud to be. And he dies. Oh my god. There is really like a Gretchen has indeed, according to the book, it's not so clearly said, but she even has already got pregnant for the Faust. So there is this kind of shame building up. She's not married. Anyway, let's see. These will be your advice cards. I'm just thinking, how would I start? We have this devil card here. I at least will say something about it because I said in the other one too. Maybe we don't take the cards, but we can look. Where was it? So what temptation or illusion is stealing your power? Kind of this brother was a soldier, and here we have a soldier, it's an archer. So this is of course a card of stability, like somebody is very stable with them, like wanting to be stable with money or clinging to the money. The Capricorn card. What I am tempted by, what this temptation cost me. Anyway, we don't go more into this now. We just see that this is some kind of like a archer here, like a soldier type. Maybe there is some kind of moral justice here or something going on. But anyway, I'm not gonna take more of these cards now. I just use your own deck. Let me search this. So we are doing this crime scene spread. Bottom of the deck is Cinderella. It's really like this kind of Gretchen type. Sweet, innocent girl. And then has not really not so wise about who is she dating. Anyway, this is it says here, no matter how hard is grieving, if you keep on believing, the dream that you wish will come true. Cinderella. We do now this identifying the shadow. What temptation is at play now here? It's kind of like the devil card again. This one. Okay, there is 3 temptation. So many. Maybe it's all those things. Temptation, internal crime or betrayal. What the fears is being hidden. Then we have these 3 cards to show the crime scene. The motive. Okay, again 3. No, 4 even. So much. And the evidence. What signs have been overlooked? Now I feel like I have to move this thing. We don't have space. Oy. So let's put this kind of pendulum is something to make a choice, but anyway. Now we have identified the suspect. This could be in this case like inner child, inner critic, saboteur, addictive pattern, and old trauma. Now we're identifying the suspect of all this crime scene. Then we have, oh, yeah, the suspect comes here underneath this thing. Then we still have one card to symbolize what you need to understand to solve this symbolic crime. And then the resolution just is a card showing the lesson, release the way forward. Whee. Sorry, so what this is beautiful card. Very beautiful card. Anyway, we start from this. This is my new spread, so I'm kind of excited to use this. So what temptation is at play, and we are identifying the shadow. Okay, there's a lot of major arcana cards. Moon card. Hidden secrets. Welcome, this is sacred space. Stay magical. There is High Priest, is also very hidden. See you on the other side. And the Magician. Everyone is psychic. So, wow. Shadow is really things are kept hidden. But there is like a Magician and High Priestess. Such a power couple is here in the moonlight. Maybe is indeed a bit secret relationship, like the brother was like not happy to know that Gretchen is seeing somebody. Okay, then we have next the crime scene is just one. Okay, that's a star card. Your experiences are part of who you are and who you will become. The star of your being is rising. Here we have a kind of messy drawing of mine, but there is like a gingerbread man going to sauna and looking to the northern sky, and there is this kind of all northern lights in some Lapland. Crime scene. So what situation created this shadow dynamic is totally like you just wanted to dream big. Such a big dream, like this kind of Age of Aquarius, like a really big dreams. Do something healing even. I know myself, I've been wanting to do something healing, so it could be like there's just this need to heal at all cost. So why the motive? Why is this pattern happening? And now we have 4 cards here. Okay, Santa Claus going again to the North Pole. God loves each of us as if there were only one of us. Saint Augustine. Wow. 6 of Pentacles is such a like a beautiful, like a receiving energy, very generous energy. It's not bad. It's like they all want to have something from the Santa. Pattern is happening because Santa Claus, okay. Then another one, you got it, let's go, there is money. Really like this kind of like investment, abundance. Like so there is some benefactor. Somebody's benefactor in this situation. Somebody's really wanting to put money in for their dreams. They really wanna even to write to Santa Claus to say like, oh, can I have this? Like they're really like wanting to have something, and they do everything about it. And then again, this kind of snowy mountains, baby, don't worry, everything passes. There is some kind of money worries also here. You shouldn't in this card focus on your weaknesses but your strengths. So sometimes things can be hard, but this is again spiritual wealth, and don't always see it when you think about just material wealth. Why this pattern is happening? Maybe you are leaning in that this is fox story. There is leaning to the Father Christmas and the Mother Fox. This also Northern Lights is totally the fox was already in the sky here. Or is there something about this losing the parents? Is that the crime? That you're dreaming to have this daddy and a mommy? Maybe. because there is this mama fox on the sky here also. Okay, anyway, here we have the wolf that wins is the one you feed, and this is knight of sword, very fast moving knight. Interesting, this red color is like here, Red Riding Hood and a red Santa Claus. Oh, I did took notes about the different fairy tales. I think I'm gonna say this now. So the whole crime shadow tarot deck creation started from me thinking about fairy tales that can illustrate psychological harms such as vanity, self-sabotage, and depending through characters in stories like all kind of Snow White, Beauty and the Beast, Cinderella, and so on. Here we already had a Cinderella, the beginning of the reading, at the bottom of the shadow aspect. Now we have the Red Riding Hood, and I have a little analysis of this. Little Riding Hood. This story can teach a lesson about the dangers of straying from the path and staying with one's comfort zone. The wolf can represent the dangers that come out when one deviates from the expected rules or social norms. So this is a little bit like Pathfinder. The wolf was already here. The wolf was already here, which was the what temptation is at play. Yes, are you afraid of the wolf? Is almost like here. There is this shadow sister, there is this high priestess, there is really this kind of Red Riding Hood type here too. Taking risks, being a little bit indeed like open-minded pioneer, going even to explore with the mind and being very psychic. Here it is showing up again. And why is this pattern happening? It is really like going off path. You have a big dream and you are not taking the usual path. I love this poet Robert Frost that says like two paths diverge in the woods and I took the path less traveled by, and that has always made the difference, and that is totally like here happening. And you have caused maybe some challenges in life because you took the less traveled by path, but it's making all the difference here. Then we have the evidence. What signs have been overlooked? That this is a spiritual journey. I feel the movement of my heart towards what I love. So eventually the path has become like a spiritual journey. It's overlooked. It's really meaningful. I can tell you like this is that. There's even this angel in this card. Finding angels everywhere. Seeing the sacred in life. Wow. And maybe you really had a like amazing motive. It's really beautiful. Santa's little helper. I'm also from Finland, so I love this. Like, I've been maybe in my life somehow like a Santa's little helper because I'm doing this reading for free. If anyone of you wanna donate anything to my channel, thank you. It's appreciated. The best you can do, of course, is take some of my membership because I put lately all my videos available, even those course material. So usually they're in the membership, but now you can see for free. But if you find value, you can always give a little Thanksgiving donation to me. But this is definitely, there is this energy, is like you are like a, do you say in English harmonist? Like you want to do good in the world. You are like a really generous, and you feel that you have a lot to give spiritually, but maybe not materially. But there is all kind of things that you are like a very giving person. But who knows, this creates problem anyway. Evidence is this. There's really like a spiritual journey as evidence. Then we have now, we are identifying the subjects, and we have two here. These are not people, these are forces or inner parts. Can be inner child, inner critic, saboteur, addictive pattern, or old trauma. Okay, so we have here 9 of Pentacles. Don't trust flatterers. They want what you got. Fox and a crow. Again, the fox is here. So suspect is some kind of flatterer, like the crow is also here. Then again a fox. People rarely succeed unless they have fun in what they are doing, daily energy. So it's kind of teamwork. This is showing now this inner part. Maybe there's old trauma about somebody who is like stealing your cheese. Because this fox is just making this crow talk, and then eventually the fox get the cheese. So there is this kind of tricky energy. While here it's like a teamwork. Has it been hard to work with a team? Everybody should have their role there. Something like that. Now we go forward. So now this will be the Detective's Insight, a card symbolizing what you need to understand to solve this symbolic crime scene. Okay, we have a 10 of Swords. The dark night of the soul is a journey into light, a journey from your darkness into the strength and hidden resources of your soul. Caroline Myss. It is again this winter landscape. This is definitely a spiritual journey that has gone so deep that there has been indeed a lot of pain. This can be feeling of betrayed even. Also like a getting stabbing in the backs. So it could be even like you kind of, part of you died. Looking that this is now symbolic crime is like you had to kind of reborn. You had this kind of symbolic death here. It was totally bit dark. It was like really, it's aligning with this moon card. It's really something like it was going really hard part, but you overcome it. So congratulations, you are not dead. You're still here. It's amazing. We have still the resolution of justice. Oh wow, and that's true love. Quality time together. So it looks bright. The fact that the lover's true love card, 2 of Cups, is here. So whatever you overcome in your life, even here you have this kind of high priestess and a magician hidden here in the moonlight. Like there's a lot of potential here that things will go well. Things are just a little bit secretive sometimes, and the spiritual journey is also indeed expected things to go that you are alone. Eventually, this is the way forward. You will have a beautiful love story and quality time. You will be like a whole and complete. Even it could talk about your inner parts, and you can hug your shadows. You can make peace with this. What has happened? Amazing. I love to see this. And oh wow, I want to verify with this crime deck now a little bit, because we have this crime deck here. Let's verify the, oh, this is temptation again. Okay, Ace of Pentacle, inside empty house, private property location, and it's same as this one. Empty house is like something is kaikki muumit ei ole Laaksossa. Like you feel like you are not having everything in your house. Like you would like to have this happy home, but there is something about inside you feel empty. You're alone in your house. And that's a shadow, being alone. How about the evidence? It was interesting, this. Okay. There is a saboteur and fraud here. Criminal archetype. Purity hurt by betrayal. Strategy to win at all cost. Evidence. What signs have been overlooked? This fraud energy here. Somebody's cheating you. And let's say identify the suspect. Or was it that one? Wait, was it the right position? The evidence was here. This is the evidence. Went to the wrong place. Okay. That is the inner child here. Possibly identify suspect. Okay, so there is inner part forces, walking away, the escape route, to give up, fight, inner saboteur, progress, ruin success, walking away. These are stuff that are like the inner saboteur is here, the suspect. That you are like very, very like not trusting, locked door, blocked truth, evidence and tools. So very like victim mentality here. That is causing all the havoc here. Here the saboteur was also. Pay attention to this mindset that are negative. Let's see one final. Let's verify even this positive card. It's a bit negative card all, but I want to see the justice coming here. Okay, fate, 4 of cups. Thief of time, procrastination, dissociation, which is like criminal archetype here. I waste your time. But this is a quality time. Interesting that it comes to verify this. It's like you feel like your time is wasted, but eventually there will be quality time. You have to have faith of true love. It can turn out well. It's just this kind of like feeling like it never will happen. Okay. So let me take now rune for you, number 2. You have love for a man. Then we have current feelings for a person. Okay. So current feelings for a person. Perfect Ed Sheeran. Baby, I'm dancing in the dark with you between my arms, barefoot on the grass, listening to our favorite song. When you said you looked a mess, I whispered, darling, you look perfect tonight. This could be here. Yes, we have even the advice card still. Nemo. How is Nemo a hero? Nemo is able to release the hero that had been bottled up inside his soul by his father's control, overprotection, and rescue. And union of hearts, intimacy, sacred bliss, oneness, portal, infinity, warmth, twin flame, feelings of safety, and soul family. Very much loving here. Twin flame journey, spiritual growth doesn't follow a timeline. Kind of like a nice point to this. It is tied to the lessons your soul has chosen to learn. So this spiritual journey that came into position of evidence, but signs have been overlooked, is now said, spiritual growth doesn't follow a timeline. It's tied to the lessons your soul has chosen to learn. Maybe one lesson is this saboteur fraud. You have to meet some obstacles on your path. Hurt by betrayal. Somebody has wanted to win at all cost. And forcing something is not the spiritual way. It's like it doesn't follow a timeline. You have to be much more like letting things happen. Here was also like a feeling that the time is stolen. Yeah, good things take time. Okay, we have also here a sign, which is Aries. Your willpower, what you think you know about, do it your own way. And you got this kind of shadow deck, Bear. It's advice. Today I'm doing such a long reading and my voice is even bad, but let's see, where is the bear? This is now advice from this Oracle of Pluto. You got it because you got this special crystal. The mother reparenting. The mighty mother bear has a dangerous reputation. As one of the fiercest animals around, a mama bear commands respect and a wide berth. Other animals in the environment, including humans, know to steer clear of her young, as the mother is never far behind. Because of her protective nature, the bear card represents our relationship with our own mother and mothering in general, for better or worse. When the energy of the bear is present, it may be our actual relationship with our mom that is influencing the situation. Perhaps there is something big happening with her, or maybe there is tension between the two of you. Even if the situation is less or overt than that, mom is ultimately at the root of the scenario. If you are estranged from your mother or don't have the best relationship with her, it could be maternal issues coming to rear the ugly head. Regardless, you're being asked to look at your relationship to mothering. If your needs weren't met growing up, how can you, as your own parent, show up and meet them now? It may also be that there's another mother figure you can turn to for support, one who embodies both the nurturing and fiercely protective energies of the bear. I like to see this bear because I have been playing even a bear in a fun park in the past, so it's like just a nice archetype. Protection for your spiritual journey. There was this mother-father issue here also. Whatever it means you. But let's move forward. We have still one advice card from this angel deck, which is 17 Raphael. Raphael Enkeli. I think it's a nice angel. And surprise, surprise, is healing. So I have heard your prayers for healing. Allow yourself time out to rest and integrate. Trust that I am helping you to heal and restoring your energy and equilibrium. Raphael's name means God heals, and his main task is to aid us when we require physical healing or improvements to our general health and well-being. He assists healers and those in the medical profession and is powerfully present during global health crises such as pandemics to ensure everyone gets the attention they need. When people are readying to pass over, Raphael offers them comfort and safety until Archangel Azrael arrives to help them transition. So whenever you see ambulance, ask Raphael to assist the pandemics and offer healing to the patient. Like the romantic Italian man in his card, Raphael is the angel of the heart, who governs the emerald ray, and you may see green sparkles of or feel tingling when he's around. He can also help heal sadness after a loss. I once injured both my knees in a bus crash. During my physiotherapy session, I called on Raphael. I was amazing uh, when he emerged, his energy with mine, and I could physically see a green halo of light around my injuries. I knew this was Raphael's light manifesting in my aura, and it was so reassuring to know he was my personal cosmic consultant. If you feel unwell or suffer an injury, ask Raphael to bath you in emerald light to restore your health. Wow. It's like a green energy is like a heart energy, but there is also this kind of like angel here in the garden. I think it's similar kind of stuff. There is actually behind this card is still written your secret relationship power, Jupiter in Sagittarius. A deeply hopeful and philosophical outlook on life, and I like that because now is a Sagittarius season starting. So driven by a search for higher truths and meaning, desire for exploration, generosity and open-mindedness, thirst for knowledge, adventurous spirit. I think this kind of Jupiter in Sagittarius is this expansive power that could explain why you've been like going around on the spiritual journey too. You are not afraid to think differently. There is all this kind of powerful archetypes here also who are like able to see out of the box. But yeah, I think this reading gets soon very messy. I'm gonna end this second reading here. I hope you had some kind of clarity for this kind of inner crime scene, crime and shadows. Let's see soon in the pile number 3. So last but not the least, this is your pile number 3 reading. This is your card, and we read now the Faust story. '23 Cathedral. A mass for dead, organ and choral singing, Gretchen in a large congregation, an evil spirit behind Gretchen. The evil spirit. How different things were for you, Gretchen, when you were still all innocence, approaching that altar, lisping prayers from your little worn prayer book. Your heart had nothing in it but God and child's play. Gretchen, what are you thinking? What misdeed burdens your heart now? Are you praying for your mother's soul, who, by your doing, overslept into long, long purgatorial pains, whose blood stains your doorstep, and under your heart is there not something stirring, welling up already, a foreboding presence, feared by you and by itself? It's like intending that she's pregnant even. Gretchen, oh God, if I could get rid of these thoughts that move across me and through me, against my will, that your dies irae, dies illa, solvet saclum in favilla. The evil spirit, God's wrath seizes you, the last trumpet scatters its sound, the graves shudder open, and your heart that was at rest in its ashes is resurrected in fear, fanned again to the flames of its torment. Gretchen, let me get away from here. It's as if the organ were choking me, and the singing melting, the heart deep down in me, the shore. Judex ergo cum sadebit, quid latet abrabit, nil inultum remandedit. Gretchen, I can't breathe. The great pillars are stifling me. The vaulted roof crushes me. Give me air. The evil spirit, hide yourself. Sin and shame cannot be hidden. Air light. Woo on you. The shore, quid sum miser tunc dicturus, quem patronum rogaturus, cum vix justus sit securus. The evil spirits, souls in bliss, have turned their faces from you. They shrink from touching you, for they are pure. Woo. The shore, quid sum miser tunc dicturus. Gretchen, neighbor, you're smelling salts. She faints. I think the only thing that was kind of connecting me to this card, I didn't draw a new one, is like also the Faust was fainting in this scene, but now as an old person, but now the Gretchen fainted as well. The devil is running in the world, whatever it means. We get this reading soon. I think I wanna already turn this. What is this sign card? It is a Capricorn card, dedication to achieve, mental focusing on, physical resulting from the rules imposed by. Some kind of focused energy. Anyway, let's start to see. Your devil card is this. Indeed, I was reading for other people a lot about this. What would that mean? But I think I want to start immediately with you, this whole spread. Because this is the same card that is also, we're going to pick a card. So what temptation is at play? If this is like a player, billiard player guy, it's like a game is on. There is something like games are being played here. Some devilish games are being played. So I can not know other thing. Bottom of the deck is this teacher, energy of Hierophant. Maybe there is some spiritual teacher that will help. But anyway, now we see this. What temptation is at play? We have this one, but also either one's one internal crime or betrayal is occurring, but fear is being hidden. Oi. So 1 of 3 is this. If we turn it immediately, okay. Page of Wands. So the same wand energy comes again, but a little bit higher. This is the person who wanna have adventures and traveling. Usually. See the world. But here this person is looking inwards. Inner journeying. Some kind of temptation to look with the inner eye. Maybe the intuition is connected very well to solar chakra and third eye. So you should indeed be putting this kind of like a light inside of you. This is also very much as things are happening. There's this kind of firepower here. Maybe that's the firepower is a temptation. Okay, now we investigate the scene. Crime scene. What situation created this shadow dynamic? Motive, why this pattern is happening? And evidence, what signs have been overlooked? Then we have this identifying suspect. What is it? Inner child, inner critic, saboteur, addictive pattern, or trauma. What is inside indeed? Eating you alive, and then detective inside, a card symbolizing what you need to understand to solve this symbolic crime. And then the resolution on justice, the lesson, the release, the way forward. here we had the first one, the shadow, adventurous, curious person, open-minded, crime scene. Okay, so there has been pain in the heart, stab in the heart has been broken. Interesting, this mirror heart is near there. Succubus is here busy, is like a pain, crime scene. So this shadow dynamic, somebody has hurt your heart, so maybe you're a bit restless. Why this pattern is happening? Okay, there is another sword, but now from the angel. Here's a sword. This is a huge clarity. Is your third eye already open? It looks like this pain opened your senses a lot. Pain can indeed be this kind of opening senses, that you see more clear. You are kind of in this kind of survival mode. You start to be a little bit sensing a little more than usual. So there has been some kind of revelation, awakening with this pain, motive, evidence, what signs have been overlooked. Okay, friends, what the court you keep, what people around you. So the three energy both side, but the angel is pointing to the friends. Some friends, some people you have kept around has hurt you. Yes, there's some social dynamic at play. Okay. Then identify the suspect. Ace of Cups. Okay, another ace. Ace is usually yes, meaning when you're two, it's definitely yes. So this is totally true now. This emotional Graal, cup of love. There is something about the heart now. How can I connect this to the inner subject? There's just this general truth and heart. Like it is just the heart has been completely like with this painful thing open it in different level, that you are like a very clear. You see clear, you feel clear. Your senses are open because this happened. This is really, this person is like a psychic. I'm a little bit taking this my own impression, but like it really looks like this, that you are like having this kind of internal journey. Maybe the people around you are a little bit sometimes. What was the influence of them? Evidence. You are in your own world, almost like. They're a little bit like, what's going on here? But you are really in this deep end of feeling and knowing stuff. Then we have detective insight. A card symbolizing what you need to understand to solve this symbolic crime. Okay, Wheel of Fortune. Here is almost like this kind of dead karma person coming. Wheel of Fortune is positive usually, especially if you are wanting to play around. It's like a good luck. They're also playing here. If it is a player, they're also throwing a dice. But this is really like a fate card. You need to understand maybe how fated something is, strangely. Like something or random. It can be, but like I also take these cards like totally feeling it. Sometimes things just happen, and you cannot stop it happening. Like whatever hurt your heart, it was almost like it was like it's just gonna happen. You had to do this kind of soul path to then get to this It brought you a higher level of consciousness. And the last is the resolution. Ten of Swords. Really the stab in the back lesson. Release. I think you have to go forward from this dark night of the soul. Like you feel like you are totally. Of course, this is 10 also. This is a 10. Detected inside that you can be lucky and unlucky in life. But you still have to understand the lesson of betrayal. And somehow is connected to friends or people around you. Maybe not always are good people around you. They have hurt you and they will hurt you. Like, let's say the pain is not over. Sadly. Maybe you have to learn certain lessons. Let's verify this with this crime deck. Let's see. Let's see again the temptation. Two of Swords. Choices you make makes you judge. The silence voice. Non-consensual force victim archetype. Harsh self-criticism, self-blame. Internal crime is this. Somehow you are very much judging your choices in life that you made. This is Two of Swords. Then we have here next crime scene. Three of Swords. Like the three energy is not beneficial for you when somebody is like a third wheel. It's like something like there's also the wheel. Like it is something that you blame yourself of the choices you made. And there's even this player energy. You feel like you're judging yourself that you didn't see that somebody was playing you. You were like a two like a knife. Like a young. This happened when you are young because it's a page. You judge yourself as a young person, what your choices you made as a young person. You're very hard on yourself, okay? Then we have, I'm gonna verify still, I think the suspect, because it's funny that it came such a loving card. Happy ending, sacred space, end of rainbow, stolen innocence, happiness, family, love. Same kind of energy, totally the happy, joy is here the suspect. These are forces or inner parts. You've completely some kind of like a rainbow inside of you. Happy feelings. It's I don't know how to explain this. Suspect. Maybe is a very positive outlook on the world, and you get disappointed when things are like totally not like that. This is like opposite. Like you're like a naturally positive about your chances, and so you take a little bit risks here. Something like this. But this is also lucky card, this wheel, so I think it's good to be positive. Okay, let's see still this resolution. What is it here? Fate, thief of time, procrastination, dissociation, criminal archetype. I waste your time. Fate. think you have to understand some events takes place that you will then learn from it or something like that. The fate part is here. Okay, I'm gonna verify another deck too, because this was a bit darkish. Little kitty cat deck for you. Pineapple Tree, this is such a long reading. Let's... Ui! Already dropped. Okay, Judgment. Refine this kind of dark night of the soul. You have to, I guess you have to like just this moment is really this, that you have to understand the lessons of life, the lessons of what has happened, and go forward with faith. You have to understand the painful lessons. The painful things are here, but that they don't repeat, you have to understand and like kind of understand it. Okay, evidence, what's been overlooked. King of Pentacles. Good husband. It's not bad. Is in this friendship zone. Friend zone. Maybe you friend zoned somebody who would be a good husband. Just saying. And what else? Six of Pentacles. Also some generous type. We see a baking. Wanna help you? Maybe you have to understand somebody. Some chef is here to wanna cook for you. So then, do I verify something else? I'm tempted to verify this. To solve this crime. Three of Pentacles. Is a teamwork. The tree is repeating already again. You have to understand how the teamwork make a dream work. Somehow you have to understand this energy of tree. That it doesn't be something you fight against or something like that. Okay, let's see now. We have still advice cards. Get the current feelings of a person. 1 of 3. So what we have here, 5 harsh truths. 1. Most people fake happiness while dying inside. 2. You will be judged no matter what you do. Interesting is the 3. Happiness is temporary, discipline is permanent. 4. No one respects weakness, even if they sympathize. And 5. Not everyone you love will love you back. But this is really some harsh truth. It can be painful. Then we have here flowers, colors, delicate petals from form and smell can serve as mirrors to our inner selves, how we express our emotions and how deep we love. Then we have here dahlia. Dahlia lovers are considered to be elegant and refined, just a dahlia, which are connected to sophistication. They find beauty in small things in life. They are patient, detail-oriented, strong. They have strong chest for life, appreciate the beauty of individuality and uniqueness. Current feelings of a person. Nemo by Nightwish. All I wish is to dream again, my loving heart lost in the dark. For hope I give my everything. Walk the dark path, sleep with angels, call the past for help. Touch me with your love, and reveal me my true name. It's really going to this kind of a line here. Reveal my true name. Okay, and then current feelings of person, fated meeting, serendipity, angel number, signs, fated soul, contract, chance meeting, universe, as Cupid and arrow. It's very positive. Maybe there is really some lucky thing here. That position was solving the symbolic crime. But it's something about the teamwork. How this fated meeting happens. There's something about the team is involved. Okay, and now we got the advice card still. We have two of them. First, we have this shadow and a light oracle. We have the discomfort and resentment. Number 2. So point number 3, advice. We often avoid conflicts or even mentioning our feelings because we fear the discomfort it might cause, especially in relationships and even more so in new relationships. It's common to avoid conflicts by focusing solely on the positive things and ignoring negative emotions that need to be addressed just to keep the peace between everyone involved. Direct communication isn't always something that comes easy through. It needs to be learned, and this is an indication for you to practice it. I think this is that stuff. Ignoring the negative emotions and just happy, joy. Not communicating directly can instead cause the things we fear from communication. If you keep repressing your emotions by not speaking up or not allowing your concerns to be aired, these can grow into resentment towards your partner and unhealthy proportions. By avoiding discomfort or conflict, instead of building love and trust, we build resentment towards the people we love. That feeling of resentment can become worse than discomfort, since resentment keeps growing until the matter is resolved. Sometimes it's better to endure the uncomfortable to avoid living with two selves, one loving and one resenting. Eventually, it only becomes your own pain that nobody else can see. You don't need to hide yourself to keep the peace. Stand up and face your fear, and you might get to experience the calm behind the storm. Take the time to reflect upon what is bothering you in your relationships and what you have been letting slide. What issues have you been feeling hesitant to bring up? When you have gathered your thoughts, be brave and choose discomfort over resentment. And there is this card is an encouragement to you if you are feeling resentful towards someone to try and bring to the surface what has been bothering you. Affirmation. I choose discomfort over resentment. I'm gonna give you this exercise still. I think this is really that. Learn to recognize the feeling of resentment by paying attention to your daily interactions with the people you're close to. Whenever the feeling arises, make a mental note that you're feeling resentful. This way you can learn the things you need to speak up about next time. Yeah, what things you need to speak up next time. What causes this kind of resentment, okay? Then the higher advice comes from Uriel. That is a salvation. Let go of anger and unforgiveness and let my flame of love illuminate your heart. I can help free you from emotional pain. If you do not know the right words to say, call upon me and I will speak through your heart. Wow, there's definitely this is happening here. You need some freeing from emotional pain. And Uriel's name means fire of God or flame of God, as the vibrant firefly and blooms coming from his palms, in the image of him as a gentle Balinese man on the card suggests, Uriel is the keeper of the flame of divine love. He teaches us the path of salvation, helps purify our hearts, and release lower energies such as guilt and anger, which may cloud our judgment. This really is like a clouded judgment is something you have to work about. Call upon Uriel to help resolve arguments and bring forgiveness and healing into tense situations. He can help you start afresh and let go of hurt and grudges. Also known as the angel of the earth, Uriel watches over our planet and the elements. He is a supreme counselor and one of the wisest of the archangels, so you can ask him to assist whenever you have an interview or exam or if you need the answer to a difficult question. He will sharpen your senses so the answers you are seeking pop into your head. Salvation. Beautiful. Flame of freedom. Wow. I think this is your reading. I'm just thinking to read something in the end. Yes, I have this affirmation I want to read you end, but I forgot to get you a rune. So rune is here still. Eternal love, how beautiful, very promising. But I'm gonna read some affirmations in the end. My shadows do not scare me, they guide me. Every part of me deserves truth. I reclaim what was stolen from my heart. Self-betrayal ends with me. No illusion can hold power over my soul. I unmask the devil within me and rise above it. I choose love that does not demand my death, only my awakening. Yes, like here. Totally fitting to this. I choose love that does not demand my death, only my awakening with faith, and this is awakening also. So, this was the reading of the Crime and Shadows. I wonder if I keep next time this, but this was because Gretchen's brother was murdered in this chapter, so I had to bring a little bit crime here. But let me know if you like this kind of new deck, and do you like me to do more of this kind of crime and shadow readings? So thank you for watching and see you next week.